What's up? This is Barton Simmons. This is Trey Scott. We're here with Barton Makes Picks. This is our annual journey, team by team, game by game, week by week through college football. And Trey, today, we're going to talk Miami Hurricanes.
I'm pumped about this one. It's an interesting team to watch this fall. I'm really excited that we're going to get football a week earlier than usual. August 24th against arch rival Florida.
That's a great week 0 matchup for a lot of reasons. But I think the Manny Diaz-Dan Mullen coaching matchup is a really cool one, offense versus defense. And I like Dan Mullen in this spot because he's got a head start. I know Manny Diaz was there last year, but as he institutes his culture in this program, as he gets Dan Enos, the offensive coordinator, going, developing the quarterback position, I like where Felipe Franks is versus whoever's trotting out there for Miami. So we're going to 0-1 to start the season.
But now you go to Chapel Hill.
Yeah, and hey, they got some quarterback issues of their own. Maybe a true freshman starting for Mac Brown, and that's another new coach coming off a really rough season. I think Miami is going to go in there, expect to win, and they will take care of business 1-1.
1-1, Bethune-Cookman 2-1.
Yep.
Central Michigan
3-1.
Okay.
I mean, let's get through that first stretch here. We're 3-1.
I'll take it.
And then you look at this schedule, Trey, and this is, I mean, the ACC Coastal it's not that intimidating. It's pretty manageable. And this is a Miami team that's got some experience on defense. That's got
Love their linebackers.
Linebacking core is unbelievable. They've got KJ Osborne coming in at wide receiver from Buffalo. They've got skill players. Jeff Thomas stuck around, almost transferred out. He's back. There's playmakers here, okay? So as they get into the schedule, Virginia Tech after a bye week is the first real challenge. I think Miami is ready for that game.
Wow.
They win that one. And that's going to be a tough one because Bud Foster returns like 10 starters on defense, but I think Miami wins.
That feels like a signature win for Manny at this point. Now you got Virginia on a Friday.
Yeah, and that is a home game, and that's an opportunity. I think it's going to be a big, nationally high-profile game. But I do really like this Virginia team. I think Bryce Perkins is the real deal at quarterback. I think Virginia gets this done and wins that one.
4-2 against a Georgia Tech team that won't look anything like it did last year.
And hey, if Miami wins against Virginia, I think this could be a tricky spot too, a little bit of a letdown spot. I've got them losing to Virginia, so I think they're going to recircle the troops, kind of rally the focus, and they'll be winning that one. So
you're 5-2. Now you have a back-to-back road trips, starting with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and Pitt is they're always a team that kind of you don't know what to expect out of them. Sometimes they, that defense with Pat Narduzzi puts up is always tricky to master. I think Kenny Pickett at quarterback is a really good football player. But I'm going to go ahead and give Miami the win here. Expect them to take care of business. I think this is a good team. I think they should win this type of game.
So you're 6-2. By the way, that feels like a 13-10 game or something like that. 6-2. Go to Tallahassee.
Yeah. So I mean, the battle of the big three here. They've already lost one of them. I don't know what to expect out of Florida State, but I do think that this is a team that is capable of beating just about anybody in the country. I think with that being at Tallahassee, who knows what the rest of the schedule has held for this Florida State team, but in this game, I think Florida State is going to be really focused. I think Florida State wins.
So now you play Louisville. That seems like in the past a game Miami might not really focus in on.
And I still think there's a danger, particularly coming off that Florida State win or loss.
Yeah.
And so I think they better gear up and be ready for it, but I'm going to give them the win here. So what are they at?
7-3.
7-3, bye week, FIU, no gimme. Bush Davis has got those guys playing pretty well, but I'm going to give them a win, 8-3.
8-3.
And then I don't think Duke is quite what they were last year, and they weren't that good last year. So 9-3. I feel like that's a pretty good year coming off 7-6. So let's call it a win for 9-3.